folks, it's the Creepy Kentuckian here with you once again from DEADPIT.com. This time I'm taking a look at a new box set that came out from our buddies at Arrow Video. It is Rogue Cops and Racketeers, two crime thrillers from Enzo G. Castellari. It's a new edition that came out over the last week or so from Arrow Video. 2-disc set, limited edition. We're going to take a look at it today. A lot of folks may remember Enzo G. Castellari as the filmmaker behind the original Inglourious Bastards, which Quentin Tarantino did a loose, very loose remake of. He basically just stole the name. This was a filmmaker that I was not as familiar with, so I was excited to check these movies out. This subgenre in Italian films is known as poliziotteschi, which is pretty much just crime thrillers. It's kind of inspired by the success of The French Connection and movies like Death Wish, stuff like that, which was really, really popular in the early to mid-70s. So poliziotteschi is kind of the Italian version of said crime films. Both of these movies here, the Big Racket and Heroin Busters, star Fabio Testi, who a lot of people may recall from the spaghetti western of Lucio Fulci for the Apocalypse, which is still is not out on Blu-ray, oddly enough. But these ones are 1976, The Big Racket. Fabio Testi plays investigator Nico, who's following a group of thugs who are operating a protection type, racketeering type deal in a small Italian town. A lot of businesses and proprietors in the town are threatened by the group. Hey, you give us money, you can keep your business. Kind of a non-stop action sort of deal. Got some revenge elements in it as well. This was the better of the two movies, real quick, without going into detail on each one. The next one is the Heroin Busters, which Fabio Testi plays Fabio. He's kind of an undercover agent who is trying to bust up this worldwide conglomerate of heroin dealers, drug dealers. David Hemmings, who you remember from Deep Red, is also another investigator. He is the only one that knows Fabio is a undercover cop, and they're kind of going around trying to bust up the heroin dealers. This one was a lot like a French Connection. I mean, just very, very slow. There wasn't as much action in the Heroin Busters, which was from 1977. The Big Racket, I enjoyed. The Heroin Busters, it was okay. These movies, though, both were previously released on DVDs from Blue Underground. When Arrow put these Blu-rays out the very first time they were in HD, they look amazing. These look fantastic on Blu-ray. Arrow always does a bang-up job with this stuff, and this 2-disc edition is loaded with special features. We're going to get into that here in just a second. But this edition, too, like a lot of their limited editions, you have the 2 discs and you have a little booklet as well. There's the cover for the Big Racket. Each of these also includes lobby card reproductions. You also have the original Italian artwork on these. So if you want to reverse it, boom. Il Grande Racchette. A lot of folks don't realize, not too many people from Eastern Kentucky can speak Italian. I'm throwing out all these, poliziotteschi, Fabio Testi, Il Grande Racchette. You know what I'm saying? The Heroin Busters artwork there. The lobby card reproductions for this one. I mean, does anyone else really go to this length? And Heroin Busters alternate art is La Via del Droga. I think I want to use these. I think, that's the way to go there. And the booklet, which Arrow is also very known for. Full color booklet. You've got photos and, you know, about the making of and everything of the film. Great images and all that too. Nobody else really does this. But this is the Rogue Cops and Racketeers, two crime thrillers from Enzo G. Castellari. Again, in addition to all that extra stuff you've got, this is loaded with special features. They are both brand new 2K restorations of the original 35mm camera negative supervised by Arrow Video. Some of the extras that's included on this: new video interviews with Enzo G. Castellari, Fabio Testi, Massimo Vanni, Gianfranco Amasucci, retrospectives, all that good stuff. These two movies were kind of shot back to back, and interviews with the crew on both. One was 76, one was 77. So that's kind of interesting. A lot of the same crew, some of the same cast was used for both films. I think it's really, really cool. These Poliziotteschi films from the 70s are finally getting a proper release. There's a big cult of fans that enjoy these films, and Arrow, it's hard to top Arrow, man. You can't really complain. I mean, you kind of get more than your money's worth here. I mean, this one's like I think it's like $45 wherever you go. And I would highly recommend you guys checking this out. Arrow always does an amazing job all the way around with these editions. This one just recently came out, Rogue Cops and Racketeers, two crime thrillers from Enzo G. Castellari. Check it out now, and check us out over at DEADPIT.com. Give us the thumbs up.
Up your butt.
Like, subscribe. And if you subscribe, here's something else you can do. Once you subscribe, you can click the bell notification, right? And it'll notify you anytime that Dead Pit puts up new shit.
Or don't. I really don't give a if you do.
I want you to. I want you to.
I don't care.
Let's keep our community growing here on YouTube.
I don't like it. I don't want you to do nothing.
Listen, they need to do that, pal.
No, don't you dare touch it.
Thumbs up. Subscribe. And click that bell.
For this video officially, it's Old Curly Jaws has a message for you. Go on over to shop.deadpit.com and go look at their Team Public store right now. You've got some new shirts like the Old Curly Jaws official t-shirt, which is brutal and badass. You got the Yummy Gummy shirt with the captain himself on the shirt. You got Uncle Bill's face on a fucking shirt. You got the Final Girl shirt. You got all these shirts over at shop.deadpit.com. Get them before they're all out, especially the new one, Bedtime 1039. It doesn't get better than that, so go on out. Check out these shirts at shop.deadpit.com. Go look at their Team Public store. You're going to have a good old time. Get them all.
Thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon. Deadpit on Patreon.com is the only place to check out a complete archive of the old Dead Pit radio shows all the way back from 2005 on, in addition to the midweek shows and fan commentaries, exclusive podcasts, and much more. Dead Pit on Patreon.com if you're interested. Tiers start at only $1.